Apparently my mic is messed up. Echo.
Uh-oh. Nope. No. Conrad's mic is not messed up. My audio channel was messed up, sending Discord out to you. Now I can't hear Conrad through Discord. It just occurred to me that would be a problem. But I could fix that. 1 second. Let me get this.
I mean, it should be fine.
No,
right?
wait. It would have been fine, but I wanted to be... Yeah. Okay, now we're fixed. Now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good.
Okay.
Now we're good. Chatters, I'm going to turn up Conrad in the headphones.
There we go.
Now he's as loud as I am. There we go. Echo. Everybody talking about it. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, and welcome to the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show. Today is February 15th, 2021. It is 6:09 p.m. my local time, meaning that it might be February 16th, 2022, where you are. And if this is your first time watching the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show, what we talk about on this show are the latest updates for the Sandbox game each and every day, 5 days a week on this channel. If you're watching later over on youtube.com on VOD, or over on twitch.tv on VOD, or facebook.com on that VOD, you can join us live every day at 2 a.m. UTC, except for in UTC time, Thursday, where we have our regularly scheduled show happening earlier in the day, or Sunday, where we all take the day off. Right now, Damian Moore shouting out saying that it is 2:09 in the UK, in the AM. Let's see if I can get right away. I'm compelled to answer the questions in the chat, because as part of this show, each and every time we run this show, we not only give you the news that you need to know regarding the Sandbox game, but we also answered the questions live in the chat for anything regarding the Metaverse, the dashboard, website, staking, all that sort of thing, Vox Edit, the Game Maker software. Any questions that you have, we'll address them live here on the show. So if you have questions that you can't get support for in any other channel for any reason at all, of course, you're always here with us. Conrad will often read them off while I am playing your game live, and then otherwise I will try to answer that to the best of my ability. If for any reason I can't answer it, I put it live into a support channel that I have with all of those special team members, and we get things taken care of for you, because that's what we're all about. We also spill a couple of secrets. If you've been watching the show over the last couple of weeks, I've been spilling the beans on everything Alpha Season 2.
Live with Joe's Beans.
There we go.
The past couple weeks.
FG Hanto says it's 4 a.m. in Lebanon. Good morning. 11:10 a.m. in Korea right now. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Collector S-Site says...
Let's backtrack real quick. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, yeah. Go ahead. If we're backtracking, we want to make sure we don't miss any questions in the chat.
Just want to clarify, I did not get a new chair. This is actually not my setup. This is my fiance Holly's setup. She's more of a professional, so I'm stealing her setup from here on out. So now it should sound a little different, and I should look a little better, not so yellow with my living room lights.
Very good.
And then can we have some Dead Mouse intro music next time, like in Club XYZ?
So not really, because what happens when I play a little Dead Mouse music, Conrad? You know anything about this? What happens when I play Dead Mouse's music?
Something that starts with a D, that's for sure.
That's right. You get a little Digital Media Copyright Act strike or infringement, and that would happen on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, and on YouTube. I don't know about D-Live or Theta, but that would mean that you guys couldn't watch because they would shut down our channel.
Right. We get about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. You can do a little, like, as a meme, like a hot button of it, but you can't actually play it, unfortunately.
Right.
And even if, sometimes you run into an issue as well that's not so savory, where you actually get permission from them, and then the studio or the manager of the the audio doesn't know that you have permission from them, and a computer picks it up or something and goes like, hey, boom, copyright strike, right? So then we wouldn't be here for you on Friday. Your Friday. My Thursday. So we don't want to do that.
We got Rod308 here in the chat. Can't stake when you click approve. It just gives me Web3 error. Can't log into MetaMask either. Don't know if that's related. Really sounds related.
Yes, so that's definitely related, because you will get a Web3 error if you're not logged into your wallet, because the transaction is going to need to send a pop-up to your wallet that says, do you approve staking, right? So you're going to have to be logged in with MetaMask. And if you can't log in with MetaMask for some reason, if you're logged into your MetaMask, but you can't log into the website with MetaMask, I recommend you clear your cache temporary data. Because we recently made an update to the website that included gasless, excuse me, I wasn't moving around my mouse to talk about the news, but it included gasless transactions on this top staking section called Polygon Mainnet MSAND. This is the Polygon iteration of the SAND token, natively being staked without needing to be a liquidity pool token from any of these trading pairs. So it's just take your sand, stake it directly, and then you get the APR. And we'll get more into that in just a bit, because we're going to talk about this as a bit of news. As I saw this number hit a new all-time high, from my understanding, as of today.
Correct, yeah.
So it's 10:11 a.m. in Hong Kong right now, where Metalympics lives. Love it.
Go West 927. Yes. I haven't quite got it yet from Holly. I did check it out, and so I have the link. Don't worry.
Wait, what happened?
We're gonna figure it out for a POAP.
Oh, POAP. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom here. Just somebody says, when staking reward for ETH Sand pool in January? King of Crypto, I think we're waiting to do all of those rewards for the Polygon transfer of that smart contract for generating NFTs. It may be quite a while, but according to Alex, when you've been in any chat with Alex, we talk here and there, of course, for the lives and that sort of thing. He says that they just don't want to, incur a great deal of fees to you anymore. But it's really easy to keep track of that. That's one of the great things about blockchain technology, is we can go, okay, on January 31st, who had it, right? And just find it. It's easy. And then you go, okay, now it's February 28th, and who had it? And we find it, and it's easy. So, all right, let's see here.
Will there be any alpha pass for season 2? And will there be a chance to win one, says Damien?
Yes, there will be alpha passes for season 2. Damien, if you don't know, there's going to be 10,000 alpha passes for season 2, and you'll have an opportunity to win them by playing in all of the content in alpha season 2. So unlike season 1, you won't be restricted to what you can play. The season pass will effectively be used in the same way that many video game season passes are used, right? If you earn the season pass through any variety of means, you can win them, you can earn them, you'll see the full details in about a week in an article over in our Medium, but they'll be used to redeem your sand rewards if you have a pass. If you don't, there are other kinds of rewards that can increase your chances of getting a pass. But more on that is coming. Let's see. FG Hanzo says, Joe, I tried to stake on Polygon, but it's giving me an error saying there's a problem with my wallet and something that has to do with hardware wallet, I think. I don't remember what it was exactly. FG Hanzo, if you use a hardware wallet, when you click deposit right here, you see on the right side, you've got gasless transaction. I've got 6 free transactions that I can do left in this pool. I've got the hardware wallet. You can tick the box if you need it. If you're using a hardware wallet like a Trezor or a Ledger, then you'll want to tick that box. Otherwise, I just left it unticked. And sometimes you won't see this button that says deposit on it, because if you're zoomed in too much, you can see it pushes it off the page. Yes, sir.
We're not even getting the tab to show up, FG Hanzo says.
So you're talking about this right here doesn't show up.
Instantly gives an error, though the zoom in and out is a hilarious solution that we encountered last week for me.
Yeah, so if you don't get the pop-up to come in when you click deposit, then you're not signed into your Web3 wallet at all. Meaning you need to open your app. If you have an extension in your browser, right, then you need to open the browser, sign into it right here, and then you're on. Because some people, Hanzo, and I don't know if this is the case for you, but if you sign in,
Hanzo says.
Okay.
Yep.
Double verify. Click on your account. Click profile. Okay. Make sure that this address is the wallet you're signed into. Right here. Because if it's not, then you're not going to see your true assets that you have. Right. So, because this is going to read off the chain, and then when you try to open it, one example of me doing this wrong is that this particular computer that you can see on the screen here, I have 2 wallets, and one of them I sign into more often on this computer. It has much less, going on than the one on my main PC, and for a variety of reasons, that's a good idea. But if I'm signed into that wallet, and then on the website here, I try to do a transaction, it'll just be like, no, you can't do that. And I've seen that happen for quite a few people. Alternatively, maybe you sign in with your Google account. If you sign in with your Google account or your Facebook or your Twitter through the social options via Venly, then Venly wallet is the thing you need to be signed into and have the money on and all those sorts of things, right? So if you want to sign in with your MetaMask, then you have to sign out with your Venly account first, and then sign in with your MetaMask, which is a different account. The real account is associated with the wallet only. And maybe you've done all those things. I don't know. These are all super common fixes that I run through with people all the time. So
you definitely got to go through the basic checks and balances of IT first.
Okay, so Proto Kyle asks, hi guys, I'm curious, where are the rewards coming from? Sand isn't mined, so how is it released? Well, Proto Kyle, if you go to research, I don't here. Binance Research Sand. I type this on Google, you'll get a Binance Research article. Okay, this one may be dated as it has been updated, but nonetheless, you'll be able to see Sand token supply distribution, right? And this has been the plan since the very day that we opened the Sand token to the public way back at the end of July 2020, okay? But basically it covers the release schedule, right? And you could see the section Binance Launchpad sale. They were the first organization that had Sand available on it. 12% of all Sand was put into the Binance ecosystem to allow a pool for people to start trading. Then we had Company Reserve, Advisors, Team, Foundation, Strategic Sale, Seed Sale, and Binance Launchpad Sale as the 5 possible categories. And you could see their distribution slowly increasing. So what month is it now? It's February of 22. So we're here, right here. Currently, the Binance Launchpad sale hasn't changed. 6% of the seed sale, or 6% of all the tokens are distributed to people who contributed to the seed sale, the strategic sale, the foundation, the team, advisors, and company reserve. So company reserve is typically used for these bonuses. To a certain extent, some of these team rewards have also been used for bonuses, and instead of giving them to the team, we've been giving them to the community. Foundation is used for sponsoring, creators such as yourself or artists. It's also used for different programs that you've seen be announced recently, like the $50 million distribution. I can't remember exactly the company's name. Forgive me. Where we're giving away $250,000 per team through a third party. So that's hopefully you understand that. Yeah, we still have Sand. The total cumulative lifetime supply will be 3 billion tokens, and you can see that where the initial supply was, and this was August 13th of 2020 when it launched. You can see the Binance launch, or the sale token price, was considerably less than it is today. You could have gotten way early and gotten a great deal. We popped up to about 8 cents on that day. It went down to 2 cents. People saw the fundamentals. They saw the future of the sandbox. They saw the creation and the content that you guys are making. And this is where we are today. So the total token supply all time will be 3 billion tokens. And until we get there, we've got this slow rollout going on. And so when you see these larger pools, this is like these big jumps are kind of where we start planning early as a team and figure out what are we going to do for the coming 6 months for major partnerships, major deals, major announcements. Where do we go from there? And as time goes along, you can see the new supply in the system is slowly reducing. So each tick is actually a lesser large pool of sand tokens that gets out to the community, which usually, if demand continues to increase and supply is slowly crunching, this is a strong tokenomics. So hopefully you understood that, because I run through that pretty quick, as I'm a super nerd with that sort of thing in mind. Let's see here. Do you need a hardware wallet to stake M-Sand? You do not, Cade Navarro. You can use the software wallet at your discretion. That's up to you. So one thing to keep in mind when you do stake sand tokens on the website at sandbox.game, you are committing your tokens to the wallet that is associated and not in your own wallet. So it's normal that you won't see the tokens in your wallet anymore until you claim or withdraw.
Looks a little spooky at first.
Yes, it depends on, your amount of funds. If you've got, if 1,000 sand is a ton of sand and you just want it from a game jam and you started staking it because you were trying to get the extra 11 sand so that you can get yourself a land, then, just keep in mind that it's not going to be in your wallet there. It's going to be inside the website at sandbox.game.
Correct.
Let's see here.
Back here, new MS6 says wallet choice. I originally signed up with Venly and currently have both Sand, ETH, and assets associated with it. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have used MetaMask because apparently I can't stake M-Sand with a Venly wallet, ? So it is an easy process to transfer my stuff to MetaMask and just create a new account, ?
Sure. Well, I mean, so the account, again, is associated with the wallet, right? So you would have to transfer, if you want to, all of your assets to a MetaMask wallet. So you run a new wallet, you sign in the same way. If you want your same email associated with that wallet, then you need to change the email on your Venly account. If you want your same password associated with that MetaMask, then, I guess that doesn't really matter. Your passwords could be the same on both, but your username, I don't think that's unique. I've never tried, to be honest with you, to make two of the same username, but it's pretty straightforward. The wallet is the real account, and the email is just allowing you to log into the apps, right? So yeah, you can make the change. It takes a very short amount of time. It does cost on-chain gas fees if you're transferring ETH and that sort of thing, but those are the least fees that you can incur on the network. Especially ETH to ETH, that's virtually nothing compared to like a smart contract execution, and sending an ERC token is marginally more. So let's see. Yes.
Akash Chindaru says, does anyone know the exact number of alpha passes? It's going to be 10,000 alpha passes in season 2.
Yes. Okay, Backspace says, I've migrated my land, but on OpenSea it shows a red bar on the picture of my land stating to migrate. I checked on the website and it was done successfully. So is it an OpenSea problem? Yes, it's an OpenSea problem. Mine says that too. We did it right.
Correct.
So when it says to migrate, it's because I think that they frankly put the wrong thing flagged with to migrate, because it was meant to say that on the other smart contract. But nonetheless, the others have been delisted from the official collection. So you can only see on the official collection on OpenSea the ones that will all say to migrate. Let's see here. Darren says, what do I do to win some sand today? We're going to talk more about that in just a second. I just want to make sure we get through all these good questions and comments, because these are legitimately great questions. Hey, Joe, my issue is that I cannot approve the M-Sand only. A lot of people with Trezors are having the same issue and get a Web3 error, even if you have indicated you have a hardware wallet in settings. Yeah, so I can say that it's my understanding that there's an update coming to the Trezor wallet to support a particular type of transaction that I think this has been the issue with. When are they going to support that? I think it's like a Trezor / MetaMask update that's expected. And I only know about it because the people who are making transactions happen on the website LooksRare are also having the same problem where they can't claim the Looks token because they're using a Trezor wallet. And so they'll get support for this update. Is expected to be within the next week or two, I think. Maybe as late as the end of the month. But it was supposed to have come in somewhere around the 10th. But I mean, that's something that unfortunately is outside of our control because it is a Trezor issue with support for the safe asset transfer. So,
and Joe, Coinbase
yes.
and Sand, when? I think everybody's on that page right now.
That's, you know what I mean? Like when you see a question that's like WEN, when, like you already know everybody. Like I feel like those are all jokes. I feel like those are all jokes where everybody's like, when moon, you know?
Oh, 100%. Is there any future plans for Sandbox and Binance, like NFT wise? Ask Konzo.
Binance typically focuses on the BSC, but I would have to look more in. I can't give a clean answer on that because, quite frankly, Binance doesn't work in Washington State where I live for the Sandbox specifically, and for that reason, I'm out. You know,
can't do it here.
It's one of the best global platforms, but yeah, like it sucks because you want to, like, I want to work with Sand tokens, I want to work on Binance, I want to do this sort of thing. I can't even use Binance Smart Chain. Like, nope. They don't want to go through the regulatory frameworks to make it possible for me to be on their platform. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Oh, okay.
We're getting a custom Wizzy hat up in the chat today. I don't know if you're seeing this green Wizzy hat.
Wait, what?
I'm a little jealous. I kind of want me a green.
Wait, what? What are we talking about?
I want me a red one.
What are we talking about?
Custom Wizzy hats.
Where?
It's happening right now. As we're talking.
Oh, it looks like Alex is in the chat at the Sandbox Game over on Twitch.tv. This is funny enough. I was already thinking of doing a green with luck for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Alex, since you're there, if you're there, I assume that it's you.
Head of the curb.
I assume that it's you. Alex, how many Wizzy hats do we have remaining? Because I was looking at the form and
it's already been answered, Joe.
Oh, he answered it. What was the answer? What was the answer, Rad?
I don't have the liberties. You're going to have to roll into the chat over there.
I like it. I like it. I mean, you definitely have the liberties. I was just teeing you up so you could knock it down. Spike it.
Don't worry.
But it's okay.
The amount is amazing.
The amount is a number greater than -0. If
Alex wants to say it, he's more than welcome to, but I'm not going to say the number.
Because I was looking at the group, right? I was looking at the group, and I'm seeing a series of. Oh,
we could just say that I am dying inside. 100%.
Okay, so I love it. I love it. Alex said -1 left. I'll figure something out.
There we go.
All right.
And the solution.
Right. So what that means? Is that over on Twitter via King of Crypto yesterday, right? No, 2 days ago. Correction. I'm going to reorganize these so we go in order of date. All right. So we go in order of date. Sorry, Alex. Sorry, gentlemen. That's right. That was reference. So we're moving it around. Yesterday on this live stream via Facebook, Tripub Malika won a blue hat, but that was on 2/14/22. So I'm gonna question mark hat on our form right there, so that when Alex spills the beans on the brand new, all new, super special hat, we're
the Kamisaza green.
We're all gonna know. We're gonna see those secrets. All those secrets. Okay.
It's all full circled now.
There we go. See, and that's the thing. So if you guys don't know, Alex has been gracious enough to not only make these NFTs, but be the distributor of the NFTs over the last 2 years, right? So I was pasting names in the form, and we were going down the list, and it's been about a week, maybe a week and a half, 2, I don't know, since we had the distribution finalized on that. And Alex is a busy man. Alex is doing a lot of stuff. So, and in doing so, I was like, this is getting close to the quantity that I think I remembered Alex saying that there was just a limit because we got to make limited quantities. Anyway, so let's move on to the news. Yes.
Mr. Winning, I'm not sure if I should take that as a compliment. I was in my living room before. Now I'm using Holly's setup. So I too am glad I left the kitchen. But if we scroll up here on YouTube, we do have some legitimate questions.
All right. I see Yashik asked, was there a stream explanation why we have now 2 M-Sand staking options? Why is staking only sand different compared to M-Sand/Matic pair? Well, Yashik, as you may know, because I know you've been around in the community for a long time, both of these options that are on the bottom, the M-Sand Matic and the Sand ETH, what you actually deposit, and you can see it here. I'm going to zoom. Oh. 1 second. It's going to refresh. I was idle for too long. All right. But we're going to zoom in on this so that everybody can see this quite clearly. Oh, we zoomed in one too many. Okay, so the total deposit here, it's a 0 M-Sand-Matic LP. And what that is a token that you get in your wallet that you would stake after you go to Polygon on QuickSwap and you deposit an equal portion of M-Sand tokens and wrapped Ethereum, wrapped Matic tokens. So you're depositing both of those tokens, M-Sand and Matic, and then it will give you the LP token, and you take your LP token over here to the website and you say, hey, here's proof that I staked in the QuickSwap pool. So different from that, what's different is that instead of contributing to a liquidity pool on QuickSwap, you're just natively, directly taking your M-Sand tokens and depositing them into the staking contract here. Correct. So you can see that instead of depositing the M-Sand Matic LPs, I just deposited M-Sand, right? Exactly the number there. And I get a proportionate share, just the same as when I had a deposit. I took everything out of the LP. And what I like about this personally, and why I think that the APR reduced versus this one is justified. This is my decision. You can make your own decisions based on your own information. Is that the downside to these liquidity pool tokens is if Matic goes up in price, you had bought some. If Sand is exactly the same while Matic goes up, then when you pull out of the pool, you pull out less Matic and the same or more Sand than what you deposited initially, because what you pull out is always a proportion of the liquidity pool, and the liquidity pool is always leveling the two values, right? So you're getting the US dollars value back plus the reward in more Sand token earnings. That's what you get when you withdraw from the M-Sand Matic pool. I don't have to worry about all that if I'm just depositing M-Sand directly, because you know what Sand is worth, that you always have the same deposit of Sand. You're always going to get the same deposit of Sand out plus your earnings in Sand. Okay. You can claim these once every 7 days, and it's much easier as well to do a compounding interest stake. So, you know, at the end of 7 days, I can click claim on here, and then I can once again deposit, and that's 2 steps. If I wanted to
back in.
Yeah, and if I wanted to do the same thing on M-Sand Matic, I mean, Polygon mainnet, I still love this much more than over on ETH mainnet, but let's explain the process here on Polygon mainnet. If I wanted to do the same thing, I would have to claim, I'd have to go to QuickSwap. I'd have to do the math to divide my earnings claim in half, trade half of the sand for wrapped ETH, or wrapped Matic, excuse me. And then I have an equal portion of sand and ETH, or wrapped Matic, sorry. I'm so stuck in it from all the years that I did this here. And then you have more LP tokens. So we're already 3 transactions in. And then you come back here and you're depositing your LP. And so it's a 4th transaction. It's 4 different pages. You know, it's much less convenient. That said, if the APR is what you're after, if you're looking to get more sand tokens, and you don't believe that, like, if you think that both Matic and sand are going to rise exactly at the same percentage rate, then yeah, you're going to get more earnings for your extra work right now using the mSand Matic Polygon mainnet. But if all that isn't worth the trouble to you, and you like the idea of clicking claim, clicking deposit, and being done with it, coming back once a week, not thinking about it because you're in it for the long term, then maybe this is a better option for you, personally.
Real quick, I want to call back to a few minutes ago in chat. Darren over on YouTube says, is it possible to add a 2-factor authentication when withdrawing and depositing staking for extra security? My MetaMask was hacked previously, and 2FA at staking page would give me more confidence to stake.
Yeah, so yes, but this is where users in the chat earlier were talking about a hardware wallet. I highly recommend this to everyone. In fact, the Sandbox supports this so much that the Sandbox as a company sent an email out to us as workers that said, hey, if you work here, fill out this form. We're going to send you a hardware wallet just in case you don't have one, for everybody who was working for the company. Because what it does is you can't execute a transaction unless this, what looks like a thumb drive, is in your computer. So when you're done with the day and you see it in the chat, get a ledger, you just unplug it. You're done. You're done with your transaction. You know, unplug it. Now nobody can hack your stuff because it's not plugged in. And that's what you need to do. It's essential, you know, it's very valuable, and you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. Now, alternatively, and also more importantly, I think, is that there have been on the internet, with regard to some of these, like, let's say you're just buying really hype NFTs, and this is not happening in the Sandbox ecosystem, but these things happen all the time. So people will say, you know, I've got this hype project. We have 500,000 people following us on Twitter, and our Discord is full, and blah, 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 blah. Buy our stuff, and then you buy their stuff. If you don't read the smart contracts, some smart contracts can say we have unfettered, unlimited access to what's happening in your wallet, and then they just drain your wallet. And that's where you need to do your research on NFT projects. It's absolutely essential. And for that reason, what I also recommend, if you're super hype about NFTs, if you got a lot of money in the game, then you plug in your hardware wallet long enough to send a different MetaMask wallet the ETH that you need to do the sale you're about to do. Right? Only what you need stays on the software wallet. And then after you're all done, if you buy the thing that you want, you send from your now empty ETH software wallet, you send your NFTs back to your hardware wallet as your permanent storage. So you always use, as Soul Cancer describes, a buffer address, which is just, you know, if everything went awful and your software wallet got hacked, then there's nothing in it. So it's not a problem. And you've got a hardware wallet that does it the right way. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but just keep in mind, you know, this is the best way that you can keep yourself safe. And also, you get a DM in Discord. I don't care if it looks like it came from me. Don't click a link. If you ask me a question, like if you DM'd me and you asked me a question about something that I would need to send you a link, I will straight up tell you how to get there rather than give you a link, because Anybody who sends me a link, it's suspect. I just close it. I block you immediately. I don't care, because you can't mess around these days, period, with your Web3 wallets.
It's too easy to have things be confused and messed up.
Right.
And real quick, Gandalf the Wizzy, when? Wizzy Gray? Come on. There's so many different ways to play that one.
Oh, is that you asking?
I mean, there was some suggestions in the chat because we have different colors coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
Wizzy, all of the everything. All of the everything Wizzies are in the game. There's
G is us. Thank you for the raid, and also it's simple science. It's just science.
It's just science. I don't even know what we're talking about. All right, Candidly Kristen says clicking links can download malware. Don't click links. Somebody else says close your DMs forever. I agree. Unless you're like me and you actively do support for people in this community, there's zero reason to have your DMs turned on Discord.
Correct. I mean, I just reopened up everything now that I'm helping out. So if you have any questions, you can find me on Discord at Dr. Falls. If you're changing that name, that way it's easier to find me. And then, of course, on Twitter at RadCondad.
There we go.
And if you're just joining us and you are confused by my beard and face, how's it going, guys? I'm Conrad. I'll be joining Joe from here on out. So we do have a legitimate question. OroQ says, will you allow anyone to put ads on their games?
Yeah. It's your space. Do what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
If you can create the space and get the sponsorship, do it.
Yeah, why not?
That's how it works.
You've seen it already, actually. You've seen it in experiences.
Seen it a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom says, are you streaming somewhere else besides YouTube too? Yes.
We're all over the place.
Tom, we're streaming live on Facebook, DLive Theta, Twitch.tv, YouTube, and Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame, all at the same time. So we answer those questions on as many platforms as we can, all at the exact same time. Conrad and I are staring at a chat with all of the chats all at once. It's wild. It's wild out here. Dancing Sweater asks once again, will the Sandbox ever implement 2FA? We just talked about that, my friend. Get that hardware wallet. It's worth it. Trust me.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it to have some extra protection there. Sandbox directly, not at the moment.
Yeah, because it's because of the nature of Web3. I'm sure that it's possible.
So many extra steps.
Joe is being Joe right now, not the Sandbox. What are you going to do? Have a smart contract to approve your next smart contract? Maybe that's possible. Maybe that makes sense to somebody who's a blockchain engineer, and I just said that. I don't know the answer to that question. But
I feel pretty safe with my extreme amount of just random words that represent my wallet, right? Because I can't even get to that. I'm already there on that one. So
don't ever share that seed key. All right, don't ever.
Oh gosh.
Any recommendation on wallet brands? Personally, like Ledger. I don't hear people complaining about Ledger not working on anything. But that's my preference. From Discord, Candidly Kristen says, does anybody know what is intended for the edge/perimeter/coast lands? Are they beachfront? Waterfront? Do they roll/map to the opposite edge? Do we pick our own skybox? Ooh. Candidly Kristen, as you know from seeing games that were individually instanced or experiences that were individually instanced inside the Sandbox Game Maker, all games are instanced. All games appear to have a skybox that goes on forever when you get to the edge. Because we don't want to have additional lag or load on your system, loading some adjacent properties for no reason, as we want to have the maximum number of users that work well. That means that there's nothing particular that happens when you get to an edge land and you walk to the edge that is the actual edge of the metaverse. You just don't get the option to go to the next experience because there isn't one there. That's it. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I would say that the edge properties have
darkness, my old friend.
Right. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Walk straight into it.
I'd say that the edge lands have an interesting opportunity to pick up clicks for free simply because they're on
just
the edge of the world.
They're that crusty edge piece that everybody wants to get a hold of.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about like brownies? Like brownie?
Yeah. I can speak today. Oh my goodness.
I think he said brownie. He said brownie fams.
Right. Living on the edge.
All right, folks, we're solidly into this live stream. We've had some fantastic questions so far. Let's continue to talk about what's going on right now.
If you guys have any more questions, we're gonna go over some news real quick, and then we'll get right back to some questions when we play some games.
Okay.
And if we don't get to them, make sure to save them for either the following streams or when we can see them. What do you got for us, Joe?
Okay. Can Sandbox do a whitelist whenever there's a land sale? BZ Tone asks. We are anti-bots. I agree, BZ Tone. You may have seen in one of our streams a couple of days ago where I talked about all the things that were shared by Marcus at DIREKKT. I think that's how you spell his Twitter handle. He is our lead in marketing, and he talked about all of the different anti-bot measures that we have put in. Now, that said, you talk about something like a whitelist. What if we make a whitelist and then we have, of our 2 million users registered, let's say 10% of those people register for the whitelist, 100,000 people, but we get 250,000 submissions? Because typically, when you put out any piece of marketing material, only 10% of people click it. So we would know to expect 100,000, but we get 250,000 responses. Is it safe to assume that 150,000 out of the 250K are bots? And if so, was the whitelist effective? Right? And so that's the issue that you run into, is like, no matter how the application for a whitelist comes in, that application may be front run by bots. Right. The direct sale, that process could be front run by bots. But that said, we put in two-factor authentication, sort of like, what is it? What do they call that? ReCAPTCHA. reCAPTCHA was in on the last land sale, and some of you experienced that where you were like, whoa, what is this? This is wasting my time. Get it out of my face, right? But we had that in there. We had rebuilt the smart contract so that it was different, so it couldn't be front run by somebody who was trying to just execute a smart contract. We did a whole bunch of other kinds of sales. All right. Kennedy Kristen says, calling it out on stream. I still say we need to whitelist the top 100 for a game jam since we're becoming more transparent with our grading of game jams. That is an interesting idea. Candidly, Kristen.
Yeah.
That is an interesting idea, because somebody who...
That could go somewhere.
Yeah. Somebody who created a top 100 game might want to go buy the land so they could publish that game. Because quite frankly, in the last land sale, yeah, we had 10 winners, but we had hundreds of great games, you know? I have mentioned this before. You forget everything I say. Well, it really depends on where you mention it, candidly, Kristen, to be fair.
There is so much information forever.
That one would have had to have been DM'd for me. Soul Cancer says, that is a great idea. See, the people are liking it.
Backspace on YouTube. I believe that if you hit your claim button on your staking rewards, it starts a brand new timer from when you hit the button claim. Is that true there, Joe? In reference to claiming our tokens here, or is it by a weekly timer on its own?
It's its own weekly timer. That will be when the pool refreshes. Your claim button will unlock when the pool refreshes. So this is
if you forget to claim 1 week, will you have 2 opportunities to claim for the following?
No. You will have the claim button will be open. So let's say that let's assume this unlocks on Monday. I don't know what day it is. I'm not trying to think about that right now. Let's assume this unlocks on Monday. You click on the claim button on a Wednesday. The next Monday is when the claim button is going to unlock again, if it's associated with the weekly rewards new distribution next pool. You don't, from my understanding, have to wait another 7 days after you click the claim button last. So that... I guess that's going to require some verification, but it's a static claim from my understanding right now.
All right.
Based on when the weekly rewards of 500,000 M-Sand were put into the pool. That's when the timer starts. And so you would have a claim button. Once this ends, you click it again. Maybe it's only 5 days away till the next time you could claim.
And if you miss, they just accumulate?
They're going to just continue to accumulate, yeah.
Right
Your
there.
earnings are just there. Like, so they're being distributed just in the same way as all the other ones were. But yeah. So, will Alpha Pass 2 contain 1,000 sands? Mert Kankaya asks over on youtube.com. The Alpha Pass 2 is changing the format for distribution of rewards. Full details on that, because it's kind of complex and works much better with visual representation, you'll find inside the article. Yeah.
Correct. Do we have a link to that?
We're not going to have a link to that article until that article releases in about a week, sir.
Oh, look at that. We have no idea when Alpha Season 2 is going to happen, guys.
I mean, I do.
We did get a sneak peek on some of the hub, though.
I know when it's going to be. Real fun. We did see some of the hub. We also heard some announcements about some changes to that hub. All right. Would this open on a PDF or info? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by that? What do we want to open on a PDF,
Miguel? In question to what we just answered, which is we don't actually have any more info quite yet.
Oh, that's true.
We're almost there.
The press release has not been distributed. I just get the I'm giving you the secret sneak peeks from the emails that get sent back and forth. So typically a proper, a company is not going to say this is going to happen on this day until we're ready to make the announcement, meaning that all of the things have been adjusted. If you tuned in with us the last couple of days, in fact, yesterday we talked about some patch notes that I saw come down in my email, where I can describe them in a slightly vague way to talk about the number of new bugs that were found, the number of bugs that were squashed, right? And what the good thing that's happening right now is we're not finding more bugs than we're fixing, meaning that we're making proper progress toward this release. And so the target date that we want, right, like that's set. But if a new game-breaking bug was discovered tomorrow, then it would make sense for us to push it back and by extension not make the announcement of what date it is on a stream like this one, because we want to make sure that your expectations are met, right? We want to say, okay, the high-quality product exists, and you can enjoy it on a date once we know that it's done and working. But let's talk about some news.
We could say it came out yesterday, but we'd be just lying.
It'd be bad. We don't want to lie. We don't want to lie. Okay, let's talk about the news, and then we'll get to more questions. As Conrad said some good 5 minutes ago, the Sandbox joins the Next Top Metaverse Build competition. Next Top Metaverse Build is their official brand name, which is interesting. Industry-leading Metaverse Build-a-thon is supporting the next generation of Metaverse entrepreneurs. Let's get to the sauce here. Not only is the Sandbox joining the Next Top Metaverse Build competition, they are also donating $100,000 worth of Sand tokens to the event. Okay. One of our goals is to support the next generation of Metaverse entrepreneurs. By joining the Next Top Metaverse Build competition, we are not only improving the skills of our designers, but are encouraging the Metaverse ecosystem as a whole to up its game. Okay. So the competition here, where's the sauce on this? There was specifics. Contestants will compete to win a number of prizes, including up to $50,000 worth of Renovi tokens, a parcel of land offered by the Decentraland Foundation, as well as software subscriptions to design tools and other key software programs. Additionally, all entries uploaded to the marketplace will be available for purchase, with the proceeds going to the contestants. But we've got registration for the Build-a-thon is now open with a growing number of contestants. The Sandbox developers join over 100 plus of the top designers and developers in the metaverse. So I will share this here in just a little while, but you can check it out, medium.com/@Renovi, RENOVINFT. All right, that's @RENOVINFT. You'll be able to see this announcement. So if you're looking for building in the metaverse, you're looking to join a competition with a big prize, check it out. That's one.
There you go.
Another one. Maybe you're a Vox Edit creator. Maybe you're not a game maker builder.
Share that.
Here we go. Sandboxgame.medium.com. The Tools of Equilibrium Vox Edit Contest is opening within the halls of Null Kronos. A chamber sits behind elaborate golden doors. Within this vault lay the armory of the Omnimorphs. All right, the Sandbox is partnering with Omnimorphs and Omnimorphs, Joe. Para español, marque el dos.
It's fine. I'm gonna mess up.
NFT collection originally made of 10,000 handcrafted artworks created by the avowed digital artist Daniel Taylor. All right. The tools of the Equilibrium contest go such as this. Drawing inspiration from both the ancient and advanced wonders you see, craft a single-handed weapon, a shield, or armor so you may face the challenges ahead. Okay. The contest begins the 21st of February. The deadline for entries is the 6th of March. Voting will take place between the 7th and 27th of March. The results will be announced on the 2nd of April. The prize pool consists of a total of 50,000 sand tokens, split the following way. First place, 20,000 sand tokens. Math, that's over $80,000 for a Vox Edit Contest first place.
Right.
Plus an Omnimorphs NFT, which is on its own.
Which is pretty dope.
Second place, 15,000 sand tokens, plus an Omnimorphs NFT. Third place, 8,000 sand, Omnimorphs NFT. And 4th through 10th place gets 1,000 sand tokens each. Are you not already opening your Vox Edit software? Because if you're still sitting here listening to us right now, what are you doing?
Correct.
This is wild.
Well, they're probably speed running right now.
I mean, that's true. You could be speed running for money. That's true. You could be speed running for money. You could be creating. Thanks to this beautiful final announcement that we're gonna pull up right here. Maybe you've been busy, all right? Because starting on February 1st through 28th, this is your local reminder that the Fun Guy community is having a Fun Guy family game jam. February 1st through 28th. Fun Guys or Mushrooms is the theme. All right. Building on a 1x1 land, this first place prize is 10,000 sand, 5,000 Touche tokens. I like to call them Tushy tokens because it's funny for me.
I call them Daddy tokens.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So we got a lot going on. A lot of money in the cryptoverse happening right now. All right. A lot of metaverse cash getting thrown around. And it's all happening. Thanks to you. And your content. Right. You guys are making it. You guys are making it. Let's do it. Here. Let's do it. Okay. So we've gone through the news, folks. Where's the games at? Where's the games
real quick, though, you got to hop over to your Discord. You need to see a sneak peek right now. That looks so much better.
What?
Than I thought it was going to.
Alex.
I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I hate the color green.
He hates green.
I cannot stand it, but...
Did you just spoiler alert? Spoiler alert, chat.
If you want to talk about being vague, we can be there.
That's not vague. Worry. That was descript. We boycott Conrad. He hates green. Half Dork says he's got an orc as a profile picture that is the color green. And you're like, well, I hate green.
I'm with the orcs, but that's a whole different thing, all right? And I love trees. Okay, I just think that the color green is everywhere.
Kamisaze Alex Florez has no idea how off the handle we are on this stream. We go hard spilling beans. Don't share secrets live because this guy is going to let him loose. All right. Oh, no, I'm kidding, though.
We got the beans.
All right. So what do we got, folks? We're doing a...
Mr. Winning says, kind of cool for a while. I love it.
All right. I
got 3 days, guys. 3 days.
All right. Here's the thing. Yesterday, we committed to going to Instagram.com/maxi.max. Oh my gosh. Is that right? No, maxi.vox. Don't want to get it wrong. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go in now. And we're going to review some assets created by maxi.vox, just like we did in the previous stream. These assets, going in blind, all right? Talking about what they are, how I feel about them, how maybe can we improve them? Can they be improved? Is it just my arrogant, dumb self talking about stuff that I don't know what I'm talking about? You decide, chat. You decide.
Right. I got our extra little judge here as well.
We're just going to continue as me. Hello, I'm me. Hello, I am me.
I'm getting my my bonus points in right now.
Did you get your puppers up? Did you get your puppers up, dog?
You know I got to bring Roland up here. I got to redeem myself for my my color sabotage over there.
I love it. I love it. All right, so Now I'm apparently logged in and I can actually view them. Okay, so straight away, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a Cupid asset. Cupid asset that has...
I like it.
It's got little kissy
heart
hearts.
Animation, yeah.
It's got little kissy hearts. The one heart in the hand, it seems to, like, did they tear it out of their own chest? Is that their actual heart? I'm just making a joke, but I am trying to figure out where it's coming from.
No, he's kissing each hand.
It's like a magic. It's like a little. It's like a little. Right, it's like a little magic trick. A little magic. Yeah. Oh, slap the mic. Slap at the base now. I'm an idiot.
And yeah, so Ryan, this is Roland Duchesne. After the Dark Tower series, he's a good puppers. He kisses. And Fancy Sweater says, "Is Conrad the IKEA Cinnamon Toast Ken?" I'm not sure what that means.
It's IKEA. I think IKEA is definitely an upgrade, right? Because cinnamon. No offense. Right. No offense. Cinnamon Toast Ken is a god among men. All right, but this guy would probably describe himself as like the Target version of someone else. So is the IKEA version of Cinnamon Toast Ken better than the Target version of someone else? I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to tell you all right now, I'm quite unique.
He's unique.
Try my best to help you guys out. Don't worry.
Okay, so another note here. I'd say, in my opinion, the eyes being circular feels weird to me. I think that the blue that's happening on both sides is kind of weird. Like, if the blue on the left and the right is not there, the eye would be a little tall, but I think it would be a little more like, I don't know. It's kind of
I like the circular eye.
Anime QCC. This is where we're going to vary.
We're going to have a lot of differing opinions.
Yeah, like I'd like to see it personally. I'd like to see it looking like with the longer kind of cutesy eye. Also, possibly, taking some voxels and embedding them in the head so that they can come out like one pixel, not a whole voxel, and like blink. Intermittently, you know.
I mean, I think that would be some extra emotion coming from your little animation here.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the circular eye.
The lips could be doing something as well. Like if you did the same thing, where like you just have one voxel in there, so that like you can do a little kissy,
just like a simple smooch,
little kissy, you know? Yeah, a little kissy when you're doing it, you know. Right, and you're hiding those in the head at all times, and then animating it up.
I think you like the circular eye as well. Just it's staring into your soul.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about, right? Like right here. Look at this. So. Look at the there's an existential crisis happening in this Cupid's brain right here.
Right there.
And then it's just like, let me just do it's like it's torturing its undying soul and never having an opportunity to do anything except for give kissy expression. And that's, you know, obviously it's way too harsh because this thing's super cute and people are gonna love it. But I'm talking about a 10 and we're taking it to an 11, right? That's the way that I look at this. I think it's fantastic. Says
a wink would have been better than blinking and easier.
That's true. A wink could be right, like a little wink, a little wink with a smooch. Little get it. All right, so let's check out the next one here. So looks like we got some snacks happening. All right, we're eating snacks at the dinner table. Everybody's happy. We're chilling. I'm seeing that this is the same kind of character that's definitive for you. It's the character that you use as your avatar, so you know you can't really step away from that too much.
Is that the Maxi Mac himself?
I mean, it looks like it. It looks like it. It's got a little bit different. There you go. Yes, Conrad, they say. Now, one thing I would say, the only thing that I can see here as it's spinning around is you see this foot? Maxi Mac's actual avatar's right foot. The leg has come way up on the shoe. I don't know what's going on there. You prop the leg out and the shoes, maybe the anchor point on the shoe is set to center instead of set to the back or something.
And having the same thing on the other leg and the other bunny as well.
Yeah, but it's not quite as, I guess, like I'm going to look at it from the other angle, but oh darn, it doesn't go all the way around. But like if I look at it right here, right, it looks like this is way further forward on his right leg versus her left. And then the same thing when you look at the two of the shoes from the pink bunny is the left leg is much further back in the shoe and the right leg is much further forward. So it's just really tiny things, right?
Right.
But and actually the other bunny is doing kind of the same thing, where the right side shoe is way back and the left side shoe is way forward. So I don't know if it must just be like the base model you were using and the arrangement that you had when you first started. But it's a tiny thing that doesn't really matter. Probably nobody would notice it, but I'm just doing it because we talked about reviewing assets, and this is what we do, right? We take it up to 11. This is the kind of reviewing that would happen to an artist if Alex was reviewing the art, right? And Alex would be like, excuse me, I get it, it looks good, let's make it look great. This is the same kind of reviewing that happened back when we were doing like the Smurfs land sale, and we had to get the Smurfs assets approved by the company that owns the Smurfs. And you would send it to them and they'd be like, I don't like it, it's too boxy, or I don't like it, their emotion isn't quite right, or the dance move isn't really just the way that it is.
And some of those Smurfs before, I imagine, really didn't have any souls.
Yeah, right. It was the same problem. Exactly. Yes. Like they don't, when they do like their dances, do they look like they're emoting in the way that they would on the TV show? That's what's going to matter. Obviously, there's no basis of canon for these particular assets, but that little foot thing.
And like that little foot thing right there, you're not going to notice that.
No, that's what I'm saying. The average person playing the game, you're running around, you're never seeing this. Not even once, right?
I do. But I used to do competitions for Warhammer 40,000 and do a lot of painting, and there is something called Tabletop Ready you should all get familiar with.
There we go.
It is doing everything that you can only see. A designer would see those little details, and those aren't the people you're presenting to. Right.
So there's and that's the thing, is there's two schools of thought, right? There's the is this a front and center presentation for this asset? And that's an interesting concept when you talk about when you're taking it to the marketplace, right? If you want this to be a front and center showcased asset that people are going to use as a prominent lore bit, and you're going to have a conversation at the table, you fix the foot. If this is something that you stick in the back of a game and you never look at it because you're just using it for yourself, for your game jam, maybe you don't care. You just go, all right, whatever. There it is. It's
Grayson, these are Maxibox here inside the chat. They're doing some wonderful, great work. I'm loving this weird ass bat.
Yeah. Yes. And the cool thing about this bat, the thing that I like about this bat is the little chomp. Like, this is doing the emoting that I would have liked to see out of the face of the Cupid. There's a little something. The eyes don't look soulless because they're sunken in, ironically, right? The teeth Twitch, are doing a chatter.
Allison Chain's got the emote version of our bat friend here.
I'm sorry, what?
We got the emote version in the chat over on Twitch.
The emote version?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Oh, you're gonna have to scroll up a little bit. See those pink wings? It's so
cute.
I
see it.
Got us again.
I see
there
it.
We go.
Oh, there we go. It's like a shark.
Got a skull on the back, says FG Hanzo.
Yeah, also, so I don't really know what's going on in the back.
Can we get zoomed in there?
Not really.
Enhanced,
like Joe. I can do this. This is all I got. All right. This is a 2K display. All right. We're streaming live. It's 60 FPS, 1080p. It might be 30 now because we had that issue with Twitch for a while. But nonetheless, when I push play, here's the things that I'm noticing. I don't know if this animation is just like the I see that you exist animation. This animation feels like that animation. If the antennae permanently like down into the head and then come back up again and wiggle, that for me is a little weird. I'd like to see the tweener kind of frames come in where the antenna slowly retract again instead of just like jumping back into the head. And then I don't know what this thing is in the back. It's not offensive, but it looks like a cassette tape deck. You just slam that cassette tape in this guy's backside. Because, is he a boombox? I don't know. It'd be a really cool boombox, but that's what's going on.
There's so much potential
with the back here. I don't know what it is, but you can probably explain it in the story. You know what it is, and that's sometimes there's a certain point of that where you just go like, Joe, you know nothing, get out of here.
I'm seeing that as a smiley face, and those are some broken teeth.
Exactly. Yes, I saw that too, but it was like the whole outside assembly. I don't know what's going on with that. So yeah, it could be a smiley face with broken teeth in the back, and then like which is ironic because he's got like a perfect set of dentures in the front. So what's up with that, dude? What's up with that, dude? You know? But
figure it out.
I love it. It's cute as heck. It's cute as heck. I think it would fly off the shelves as it is. It would fly off the shelves. The digital fake internet shelves.
For Soseya on Twitch says, I want to broadcast on behalf of Sandbox in Turkey. Turkey is one of the countries that invests the most in the metaverse, but people do not know how the sandbox works. Let me broadcast on your behalf.
Well, you have an opportunity to do that. If you are broadcasting full-time.
This is relevant to a couple questions that were shown up earlier that we couldn't quite answer, which is bug fixing and bug hunting.
Okay, so go ahead. Yeah. Bug hunting, there is a sort of bug bounty. We don't typically publicize that. Ambassadors have an opportunity to do bug bountying all the time. Now, let's step back to the question about live streaming out of Turkey. If you are live streaming while we do this live stream and we finish the live stream, we see that you're live, we're going to raid you. It happens all the time, basically every stream, with the exception of, I think, one over the last 2 or 3 weeks where nobody was streaming. But we will raid someone, and I will try to raid people who have not been raided before. So your chat will blow up. You'll get a lot of viewers. Hopefully that can increase your viewership. We also have ambassadors that live stream as well. And there are benefits to being an ambassador that many people don't know, that you find out when you become an ambassador, because the best ambassadors are self-motivated people who are excited about the product. So if you love the Sandbox and you already want to stream for the Sandbox, share with me that you are going live. I will share with the world that you go live on my socials. So it's a good time. We like to promote the community. And let's get back to what we got going on here.
Yeah. What do we got?
So we got it looks like a sword asset. I would describe it as either a Buster sword or one of those giant foam slappy swords that you'd see in like American Gladiator, or one of those, most extreme elimination challenge.
Entirely different spectrums.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 2 different spectrums. But I'm looking at it as like, what kind of game do you want to put it in? And I think it fits in both because it's perfectly symmetrical with comparison to the hilt. There's no apparent blade side, though there does seem to be blades on it, on both sides, right? There's no one side. There we go. G is us says frat hazing paddle for sure, right?
Yep.
So, you've got opportunities with this sword to go in all sorts of different directions with the creative on your game. But critically, it's clearly magical. So unless you're swinging it around in a snowscape where like the snow and or ice would kind of wiggle around like this on a sword, I see it as probably combat based, probably like actually, murder on your mind combat based, not like tee-hee, we're having fun with the kids beating each other up with this stick, because it looks magical, because it is animated. But I like it overall. I personally would like to see blade edges instead of these like blunt side edges, given that it looks to be magical. So I
like it with the blunt purely because K over here, pardon me, says, looks like a big ice cream melting. And I definitely agree there.
I would be. I've never had
cricket bat.
Like, is your ice cream like super melty that like you have to like pick it up and like move it up and down like a popsicle stick so that it doesn't drip in either direction while you're still trying to like make it happen? I don't know.
Right.
Okay, so we're on to the next one here. It looks like we got a little bit of okay, so we've got some animation that's happening. I like the animation overall, but again, it doesn't loop backwards. So I think if you use this in the game, you're going to constantly have this thing that you're carrying around that abruptly, harshly goes back to the, like what made it go back to the start? When you see these little like tendrils or whatever extend and connect to the blade, there's a bit of energy that comes up the blunt side of the blade, or maybe it's the sharp side, but it comes up the sharp side of the blade, and then where does the energy go? If it goes back down and then causes the animation to come back, then I think that all makes sense. Otherwise, the energy itself doesn't have to come back. These little tendrils could just retract, and then it makes sense when they go out again. 90% of the time, of course,
I want that to, if it's going to be that same quickness, just boom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, 90% of the time you're swinging it around. So all of this, doesn't really matter. But at the same time, when I see an animation snap back like that, I think there has to be a bit of a reason for that. And, it's also not entirely too smooth as it comes out. You'll notice 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one, the fifth one, just kind of like jerks forward on the fifth voxel that pops in. 5.
I mean, if we could get an animation of the character pulling that out and like struggling with that last second.
Yeah. Like... Well, yeah. I mean, that again, you're right. You're absolutely right. If it's of the character's like will that happens, then that makes sense. But that would have to be very specific happenings. All right, so let's check out this next one. So we've got this is a pretty straightforward looking sword. It has what looks to be maybe some kind of like power gems that are kind of wishing around in the backside. It's maybe been recently forged. I really like it just as it is. For whatever reason, my brain looks at the way that you put this gradient on here. You've got the white hot edge at the tip, and it like slowly goes back to red hot. Now, if an object is red hot, Conrad, what happens when a character is holding something in D&D that has been superheat metalled?
Oh, I mean, if we're talking about the semantics of it, you have to try and fight to hold on to it. Otherwise, your flesh is going to burn. It's not a good day.
Yeah. So that's what I'm feeling when I'm seeing this, because it's such a really great gradient down to that red hot. Right. So, and there we go. And chat knows. Chat knows what's up.
Chat knows. We're all on the same page.
So we've got, I'm seeing that. I really like it, though. I really like it for what it is. I think this one would sell out like hotcakes. There's a lot of things going on, even some things that you can't really see. Like there's something happening inside here in this little crevice of the blade.
You don't see the energy balls, the little particles there floating around the handle?
Yeah, I see them in the handle, but you see up above where the hand is.
They're going in there.
Yeah. Well, maybe they do cycle back up into that. But you can see like a yellow bar and then just one single blue voxel that moves down yellow bar that's in that crevice. So there's a lot of cool things happening here that you can't even see. There's probably some things happening up in this crack as well. But all that stuff, I really love the color design here. This gradient's fantastic. Okay, we got a staff. Simplistic, wonderful animation on this staff. I could use this all day, except right there. Is that the video? Wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get to the end of the 8 seconds, and it looks like the video is the thing that cuts that animation. So I imagine this animation is a perfect loop.
That one looks like it is.
Yeah. I can't say anything. This is beautiful. Sell it, print it. Everybody wants it. Okay, we're seeing some more individual screenshots, less renders here. This is new. I'd like to see this from a 3D perspective, but on this particular asset, the left and the right have center bars. The bottom and the top have uncentered bars. You're seeing some clipping between this asset over here on the left because these are in the center and they're not on the outside edge.
So it's animated, supposedly, Joe. Says Maxi.
Okay,
might not be able to see it here.
The only ones that are animated have a play button on Instagram.
Right, but in game.
Yeah, in game, of course. PNG. Yeah, it may be animated. Right. Or but I'm just the only thing that I could see from that one was that I would probably take these center bars and move them out to the outside just to avoid the clipping on that, so that it makes sense, because I assume that this thing is spinning. But otherwise,
I hate to cut you off here, Joe.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go.
The time is 7:22. We got a question to answer real quick. Zummer96, can we submit multiple entries for Vox Edit contests?
Let's look at the Tools of Equilibrium contest, because I want to see
And half orc, while he's searching for that, yes, we love D&D. I've been DMing my entire life.
Okay, Vox Edit Contest guidelines here on sandboxgame.getbook.io.
What do you got for me?
Make a GIF of your asset. Your asset must be designed in Vox Edit, fully animated. Assets need to fit the theme of the contest. Got to comply with the technical guidelines. Have to comply with the Vox art guidelines. You must make an animated GIF of your asset. Submit it on the form. You must be 18 years or older. Your submission must be original, made by you. Your submission made with Vox Edit. Follow the technical guidelines above. Should make use of templates included in Vox Edit. Needs to be appropriate for all ages. May be used by the sandbox. Adhere to the theme of the week. Maximum face limit of 5,000. You may submit multiple assets, but they must all adhere to the above guidelines. Number 10. So you've got that right there. You can submit 1 million. Doesn't matter. Just make them high quality. You want to win, right? You want to win. So don't make just a bunch of nonsense, right? Make some high quality stuff. Get it in there. It'd be great. It'd be great. Maybe you get 1st through 10th because you're just the pro. But then the whole community is gonna freak out. I'm kidding, but probably not. Actually, probably not kidding. Actually, I'll probably freak out.
I would have a fit. I'd be like, this guy's amazing. Can we just give him a different category?
Yeah, just give him a job. Don't let him compete.
Right.
And in that case, we might. You never know.
Mikey Human Official says, I want to ask guys how to publish our Vox Edit assets to Sandbox. I have it unpublished.
Sure. So currently, the ability to publish directly to the marketplace at sandbox.game is an artists only function, meaning that you would have to already be approved in the sandbox as an artist from the.
Alex in here.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Technically, I can compete, he says.
Oh, dang it. Alex says he can compete. Alex, I swear to you, I don't think I've ever seen an approved artist compete. If that ever happens, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry for your loss.
Right.
It's going to be a hard time because these people are 24/7, 365, running asset creation. I remember talking to Alex about a project. Thank you. Sorry.
Is Pete the cat going crazy?
No. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know how loud it was on the stream, but I was laughing.
It was like a little clap. Don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. So if you enter, you have eligibility. It doesn't matter. Anybody can enter. You can enter as many times as you want. As long as it follows all of the guidelines, you're good to go. And what do you think? What do you think, chatters? What do you think? We don't even know what the prize is. All right. But I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. I can confirm that it will be Wizzy themed asset. I can't confirm what it is, what it'll look like, until it's been officially shared by Alex. But I'm guessing that literally right now, because in fact, I'm not guessing. I know as a matter of fact that Alex is actively about to mint.
Yep.
It's about to mint, Alex? Hold on a minute. Hold up.
My friend works quick.
Alex.
Let's go.
Alex. Alex said it's about to mint, but I want to see. Where is it? Those are for sale. These are entries. I want to see the NFT entries. Where are they? Alex, I'm triggered.
Who wants the hat?
I'm triggered. Where the hat? Wait, what is it? It's a hat. Don't share things with this Conrad guy, dude. Don't share this. This Conrad guy's got the. He's a leaky boy. He's Tom Holland out here.
I'm just reading the chat. I don't know.
I know that's the problem. All right.
I'm just repeating these wonderful people out here
that's the problem.
That say that they wants the hat. LittleLegion.org says he wants the hat, which is what I said.
Soul Cancer says, let it be a fez. Let it be a fez. I don't think Wizzy's ever had a fez. Okay. So I'm gonna share. Oop! I can't share that link, dog. I can't share that link, dog. That's not a real link. That's not the one.
That's not the right one.
That's not the one. But we got this one. All right, right here on your local station. Check it out. WBoomBoomB over on YouTube.com, Twitch.tv. You've already got the links. Facebook, it's coming soon. Oh yeah. Fill out that form.
Wearing a green hat now.
Make Conrad wear the green hat, dude. I don't know, dude.
I'm usually wearing hats. I actually take them off for this live.
Shirayash, today's giveaway is a Wizzy themed NFT that is yet to be officially minted.
Confirmed?
Officially, that's true. It's yet to be confirmed as well. This is a mystery giveaway because we've run out of Wizzy the Blue themed hats, meaning that there is now exactly a 0% chance that Joe's ever going to get one if he doesn't go purchase it over on OpenSea.io.
Correct.
So I'm probably going to have to go do that. But nonetheless, that means that the next NFT that you get is all new. You'll be the first in the world to receive it. Maybe the second, depending on if...
Probably the second.
Depending on if the user from yesterday, who ended up incidentally, once we realized we ran all out, they incidentally ended up being the person.
We asked today how many there were left. I said -2. The actual count, -1. So
there we go.
There we go, folks.
There we go. So winners of the Wizzy the Blue can enter. The question comes in from Batman TTV.
It's a good question.
Oh, wow.
Can they?
That's a great question, Alex. That's a great question for Alex. It's my understanding. It's my understanding that anytime we change the iteration in the past, distribution.
It's a brand new
forum. It was a new thing because we did it with the Wizzy the Blue. We did it with the Wizzy hat.
Blue hat winners can enter.
Blue hat winners can enter. That's what I thought. I just don't want to confirm anything I can't confirm because this is all happening thanks to the grace of Alex. You know what I mean? Alex is making it happen. Alex is making the designs. Alex is doing the distribution. Alex is giving you all these great official assets at the Sandbox game. So,
well, Rick, I'm going to post that forum again.
There we go.
Make sure you guys get up on that. That's
there we go.
Fill that out and have your chance to win.
So currently there's 214 responses and 273 people in the chat, meaning that as soon as it hits, let's say 280.
250?
Oh. No, 280. We're going to go a little higher because the folks over on Twitter.com that want to get in on this need to come over to Twitch.tv, come over to YouTube, go over to a Facebook page. You know, then they can find that form there.
And we want to confirm for you folks, this is going to be one of the few times that you will get a link from us that actually makes sense.
That's true. Yeah, the link distribution, if you're ever in a chat over on Facebook specifically, it's the biggest culprit. The Sandbox doesn't send any links except for the ones where we say out loud, I'm sending you this link. Then that's a clickable link. Otherwise, don't click those, please. For your safety.
For your safety, for real. For your
literally
safety.
After hours, I leave the chat open because there will be bots that come in and they're like, oh, I just won 1 million Bitcoins by giving them my Bitcoin. Just give your Bitcoin to them here. And I'm like, guys, we don't do that here, right? We're not here for that. So
give me your Bitcoin so I can
double it for some
the greatest thing.
It's like the oldest scam in the book, you know what I mean? But we're not about that life. So we try to keep it safe. Keep it secret right here on this stream. And another thing to note is that the upcoming NFT that will be distributed by Alex, while it is a new Wizzy themed asset, also I feel like I want to cheat and just go find something Kamisaze has made in the past. Can I do that?
I think you can. You should be able to.
All right.
Look at his
let's see here.
Full profile here.
Where are you? Oh no, it's created by at the Sandbox Game instead of at Kamisaze. Wait. Where's this guy at? Dude? Show us that snowboard. Somebody says the 2 remaining hats. What are we talking about, Grayson Slade? Oh yeah, so they're limited minting, right? They're limited minting for these hats. They were limited to 50 mintings of the blue hat. The minting on the current hat
Search
distribution
Wizzy.
will continue to be limited. Search Wizzy. Oh, you right. Yeah. You right. Look at these folks. Look at these smart.
That was our chatters telling us.
Look at these smart chatters, dude.
Do that. They pull out some common sense here.
Yeah, right. What's that, dude? What's that, dude? Created by Alex. Published assets. Oh, what the? Wait, where's this, dog? Excuse me, friend. Excuse me, Alex.
What do you got there?
This is just a head. It's a body part type. Is it just a head, Alex?
A little creepy.
There's only one. There's only one. How much?
It's Wizzy the head.
It's Wizzy. It's Wizzy.
Oh, that chat's already over it. Boom.
There it is. It's for the avatar. We already know. We already know what's up. We know what's up, dog. Wizzy head 2. What? God. So this is what happens when you scroll through the beans right here.
Right. When you actually get some investigation rolling.
There we go. We're rolling investigation on this chat.
Oh, you can just set that over there for now.
5, 6, 7. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it, chat. We're gonna find it before he mints it down.
EJ says Alex murdered Wizzy.
Oh no!
I don't think he can. It's kind of his creation, right? It's more like he's just got the body parts laying around. He's gonna.
You know when he did? You know when he did murder Wizzy? Wizzy the orange demo. See how it says 0 minted? He burned this asset. There was a pile of Wizzy the oranges that just got burned forever, dude. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
My feelings.
All right, let's close down this forum here. And we've got 275 people in the chat, 290 eligible responses here. So we're going to go to my favorite RNG tool, 290. We're going to click generate. User number 218. 218 in this chat.
218 is?
218 is, question mark.
Fake drum rolls, please.
Right. Over on twitch.tv, Krichins, Krichins, is our winner of the very first question mark stream chatter dancing sweater. You say you're streaming tonight. Dancing sweater. Yeah. Where are you streaming? Are you streaming over on Twitch? Are you streaming on youtube.com? Can you give me a URL? I'm pretty sure that works.
Can get you a raid going.
We'll get that raid going. If not, we'll shout you out. Like, we can't raid on YouTube, just for full discretion.
We cannot.
But we can. Show them the Wizzy the undead hat, dog. No way, dude. No way, dude.
I want a Wizzy hat with horns. It's the classic. Some red horns.
That sounds a little evil. That sounds like an evil Wizzy right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Sounds like a little evil Wizzy.
Is it Mizzy? Is that who I'm gonna get my character here? Mizzy the Red. Mizzy the Devil.
Mizzy because the W is upside down like Wumbo.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be Wumbo.
It's Wumbo. It's Mizzy, and those are all the evil Hizzy in the Hizzy.
Oh yeah.
They're in my house, dude.
We got Hizzy up in the house. Dizzy Wizzy Hizzy. Oh, it's too easy. The Bear King.
What about a Dizzy Wizzy?
I mean, Red Castle. It's probably already true. You already know it.
Red Cat. No. We don't recognize that here. We don't recognize that here, ladies and gentlemen.
They finally caught it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know who won. We know what's going down.
We do.
We're gonna be able to show you that asset as soon as the minting finishes. Check it out at KAMISAWZE Kamisauze over on.
Congratulations.
Oh no, that's not a congratulations. That's Alex, dog. That's Alex,
that was Alex. I was just congratulating. I'm just saying,
you're just congratulating the world, dude. Congratulations to you.
Everybody
good morning,
here.
Good afternoon, good evening. Congratulations for being a part of the Sandbox game. You know what I mean? We're having a good time, chilling, chatting. Chat. Let's blow it up, dude. Let's blow it up, dude. Let's blow it up in the chat.
And please, guys, if you had a question or a game that we wanted to play, we will hit you up next time with all of these wonderful requests. We try and get through them all. We already got it closed out on the forum, Newman. Unfortunately, you're going to have to catch the next one. It was wonderful to meet you as well, Grayson. And did we drop the base? Did we already drop the base?
We're about to.
Are we getting it? Okay, here we go. It was wonderful to catch up with everybody here.
Chilling, having a good time. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. No, because tomorrow's Wednesday, my local time.
Wednesday.
So you got Alex early in the day. Hey, join Alex at what is that? Math 7 p.m. UTC.
Ask your question quick here. You said sheesh, so I'm giving you an extra one.
Sheesh. 7 p.m. UTC, guys. If you want to join Alex for a beautiful Wednesday live stream, check them out over there. They're hanging out with Lucas. They're going to be giving away more of the question mark asset. Maybe they'll show it off on that live stream so you can see what it looks like. Or you can follow them at Kamisaze. Once again, if you do have suggestions for games for us to play tomorrow, leave them in the chat at TheVisionX as well. I'll play those games as I get tagged in them. I get about 20 to 30 notifications an hour right now, which I'm totally cool with. Hopefully, some of those notifications will be more gameplay suggestions. They don't have to be completed projects. Ideally, they are not completed, and we'll talk about the ways that we break your stuff and break your expectations. Otherwise, we'll do more torturing speedruns.
Casey asks, real quick, can you make assets to sale for sand?
Yes. Can you sell them yet? Not quite. You'll be able to sell them on the marketplace at Sandbox.game soon, so get your Vox Edit creations going. But as we mentioned earlier on the stream, if you're not creating assets for the Tools of Equilibrium Vox Edit Contest, you're wild. You're crazy right now, because first place is 20,000 sand tokens. That's over $80,000.
A lot of money
for first place right now. Second place is still getting a ridiculous amount. Third place is still getting a ridiculous amount. Fourth to 10th place are still getting over $4,000. So create those assets now. Submit to the contest. Sandboxgame.medium.com. And you know what? You better get to creating, dog.
Voxel Thrasher, don't worry. We will check out your content on Thursday. The same way we did some critique for Maxi today. We can try and check out your stuff. I see that you don't got a lot going on that Instagram. Let's get that portfolio going.
Fill it up.
Get 11 posts. Let's fill it up.
All right, we'll see you guys later.